strangest abandoned vehicles in the world. 1. The secret train platform under the Waldorf Astoria in Manhattan. The secret train platform under the Waldorf Astoria in Manhattan. Track 61 is an abandoned, once secret train platform beneath Waldorf Astoria Hotel in New York City. It was once used by VIPs, most famously by Franklin D. Roosevelt, who wanted to make an entrance or exit the hotel without being seen or having to go through New York's traffic. A private elevator, existing even today, was large enough to fit Roosevelt's armored car and lead it to the hotel's garage. The secret platform was first used in 1938, and in 1965 Andy Warhol threw a fittingly named underground party. By 1978, the platform was known as one of the many places in Grand Central Terminal where squatters lived. Today, the train car which used to carry Roosevelt is parked abandoned in the track, which is not accessible to visitors. It remains, however, a holy grail for many urban explorers. 2. The once abandoned motorcycle graveyard of Lockport, now ashes. Known as the Motorcycle Graveyard of Lockport, this company was established by Cole's Cycle Sales after collecting over 50 years' worth of motorcycles and related parts. From the early 1970s, the building on Gooding Street became the headquarters for this growing business. In 1997, the building with all the motorcycles was sold to a man named Frank, who continued the operation as Cole's Cycle Salvage. It is said to have closed sometime around 2007, when the last few reports of people purchasing parts they need have come through. 3. The spooky train graveyard at Uyuni, Bolivia. A train graveyard at Uyuni, Bolivia. Most travelers who visit Uyuni, located at an elevation of 3,656 meters, 11,995 feet, above sea level up in the Andes of Bolivia, are probably there for the famous Salar de Uyuni, the world's largest salt flat, which is used for calibrating the altimeters of Earth observation satellites. Another tourist attraction of Uyuni, though, is the Cementerio de Trenes, the antique train cemetery, 3 kilometers, 1.9 miles, outside the town. From the end of the 19th century till this day, Uyuni has been an important transportation hub for trains. The rail lines, constructed between 1888 and 1892, were built by British engineers who were invited by the British-sponsored Antofagasta and Bolivia railway companies. For the next decades, the trains were used for carrying minerals from the Andes Mountains to the Pacific Ocean ports. During the 1940s, the mining industry collapsed, partly because of mineral depletion. Many trains were abandoned outside Uyuni, forming this mass train cemetery. The train cars and locomotives, many of them dating back to the early 20th century, are now rusted and eroded by the salt winds blowing over Uyuni. Many pieces of metal have been stolen as there is no fence or guards. 4. The abandoned trams at Loft Strangest, Australia. I'm not sure of the exact purpose of this shed, but I'm guessing it has something to do with the tram museum across the highway, and maybe it was used to store old, retired trams and buses. It seems now they have been forgotten and this will be their final resting place. From my knowledge, hopefully someone can prove me wrong, but this is one of the last places to see these retired, beautiful old trams. It is tightly packed on the right-hand side, and the light is fairly dim, but on the left there is some space to work with, and when you open the doors, you get a bit more light inside.